So we're going to start out this morning with Jonathan Udis talking about KW Cares, and we have a short video before he gets started. So I know we're still letting some people into the room. Jonathan, are you on with us already this morning?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. Ray, do you have that video queued up that we can start with the video? Perfect. I just need volume.
I'm Jonathan Udis of Keller Williams Realty Maui, and I'm really excited to share our vision and project with you, which I'm calling the KW Cares I Care Pledge. One of the reasons I love working with Keller Williams is because right within our company's mission statement, it says that we're here to create lives worth living and experiences worth giving. And we have a belief system, and part of it includes things like creating win-win situations and having integrity or doing the right thing with all the choices that we make. Many associates don't know about KW Cares, which is a public charity that was created to support KW associates and their families when they're facing hardships or emergencies that they can't handle on their own. Since 2002, KW Cares has raised over $50 million and assisted nearly 5,000 families as a result of our generosity and compassion. Some might wonder, where does the money go from these donations? And the answer is directly into the hands of the KW associates and their families that need it the most. This includes people that have lost their homes as a result of fires, hurricanes, or severe storms, or those that are facing enormous medical bills as a result of emergencies like heart attack, strokes in the family, or one agent who recently suffered a tragic motorcycle accident and was paralyzed from the shoulders down. None of us knows if a crisis is going to face us, but what we can know is that if and when it happens, KW cares. So the KW Cares I Care Pledge is a simple commitment to make a monetary donation from each of our transactions. A lot of people want to give, but you don't necessarily feel you have the resources to do it in the moment, which is totally natural. But another one of our beliefs is teamwork, which means that together we can achieve more. And the KW Cares I Care Pledge is not about how much we give. It's about that we give, and that together we all participate in this endeavor. If each of us gave just $1 per transaction, and we have on average 3 transactions a year, we'll raise over $500,000. If we wanted to give the equivalent of a cup of coffee, or $5 per transaction, we'd be raising over $2.5 million. And if you're feeling really generous and we decide to give $100 per transaction, we'll raise a staggering $52 million this year alone for KW Cares. Therefore, I'm inviting everyone who's watching this video to consider taking the KW Cares I Care Pledge and contacting your brokerage's MCA to set up these automatic donations today. Thank you so much for your time and for everything you do to make this company amazing. Together, let's create legacies worth leaving.
So that is our own Jonathan Udis, who is a agent leadership council member. And I'm so proud to give him the floor and have a few minutes to talk to you about this wonderful initiative. Jonathan.
Thanks, Michelle. Hey, everybody. Happy Wacky Wednesday. Thanks so much for sharing the video. When I went to family reunion, I found out about KW Cares and some of the stories of how agents were helped from that fund and the grants that they create. And it just really kind of touched me. And for me, the culture of Keller Williams and the fact that we work for a company that truly does care about us as associates and cares about the culture. You know, I really value all of the tenets of KW, win-win and teamwork and all the others. And so this is really just coming from that place. And as realtors, you know, we all have up years and down years, and up months and down months. You know, sometimes we go long periods without having a lot, and sometimes we're thriving. But the real kind of impetus for this campaign is just to try and remind us of the power of what we can do together. And we are part of the largest real estate company by associate count in the world. And so it was just like a flash of inspiration, like, wait, if everybody just gave $1 per transaction, like this fund would have so much more money to support us when we need it. And this last year or two, with COVID and everything, and natural disasters and fires and floods, you know, we have seen a lot of crises around the country and the world. And so that's really what it's all about. And the one thing I was going to say is, on a small, like, micro level, what we could do here at our brokerage is try and get our associate count to 100%. So if anybody here is inspired and wants to take the pledge, keep in mind, it's totally fine if you just want to give $1. That's actually wonderful, because the more of us that agree to do it, it inspires other people. And the goal that I have is that by the family reunion of 2022, we'll be able to say KW Maui has this money percentage, like 90-something% of their associates have taken the KW Cares I Care pledge. And that would inspire other brokerages around the country to do the same. And yeah, so thanks everybody. And I appreciate it, Michelle.
Absolutely. I was so impressed with not only the sentiment and empathy of the video, but just the quality of what you put together. And I'm so glad that you guided it to being a national initiative via Contact Your MCA. Just so proud to be in business with you and excited for what this is going to generate. So I've taken the I Care pledge. I encourage everyone on this call, we have 52 agents on this call, to reach out to Jonathan and take the I Care pledge today for $1 or more to support our fellow agents. We have already had tragedies this year with the hurricanes on the mainland, with the fires in California. And that's just major weather related. Those are not personal family tragedies. So KW Care, I've seen it in action, and it is there when our agents need it.
Yeah, and one last thing, Michelle, it's also just to spread the word, because another thing that I realized when I went to family reunion is that a lot of associates don't know about KW Cares. And it's a really important thing. The more of us that know, it's any form of crisis, even if it's just a personal tragedy or just, you know, hard times. Like if you go to the KW Cares website, it's really open, that they just, you know, want to know what's going on with you, and they have these grants, and it's there to support us. So the more we kind of make people aware of it, the better. And one thing I have to say is, before I was in real estate, I was in film and television for 20 years. So I've been able to take advantage of that a little bit in my real estate career. And that's probably why the video is okay.
Well, no, the video is amazing. So I really appreciate everything you're doing with that. Did anyone have any questions about KW Cares for Jonathan before we move on to the other topics this morning?
Oh yeah, they can also just reach out to Ray. He's creating a master list, and there's 2 ways that you guys can join the Take the Pledge. You know, one is just to call Shelby and let her know, like, from, you know, just from now on, I'd like to donate $1 or however much you're open to donating from each of my transactions. And then once it's set up, you never have to worry about it again. And then you can also do it directly in command, and Latasha can show you how to do that. We're going to try and set up a time or a program or a video where we can make it really easy for you to do that. So if nothing else, even if it's just an intention, please send an email or just let me or Ray know, and we'll kind of put your name down and help you out and make it happen. And we really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, I just created a Google Forms just to streamline the process. So if you click the link in the chat box, put your name and then the fact that you want us to create some pledge. It could be $1 per transaction or $1,000 if you're very generous. But yeah, we'll reach out to you if you click that form, submit it, and then we'll help you set that up in Command, and then we'll know that you took the pledge.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Okay, housekeeping items for the balance of the week. Friday is our first quarterly agent training with Chemo Stone. That's this Friday. We have 2 sessions, one that begins at 9 o'clock, and one is the second one at 11, Ray? The Chemo Stone training. So they're 90 minutes, 9 to 10:30 and 11 to 12:30. These are free training exclusive to our company with Chemo Stone. So if you haven't signed up, please do sign up. This is the 3rd quarter agent training. I want to remind everyone that it is renewal month on Maui at our Realtors Association, and all dues are due by September 30th. So we're already starting to see, we're halfway through the month. Have you paid your renewal